Well, good evening, Everstrong family. Happy Saturday, November the 29th. I hope y'all are having a truly blessed day today. Once again, we have the great pleasure of entering the book of Ephesians together, and tonight we have the astoundingly great pleasure of reading chapter 4. Chapter 4 is probably one of my favorite chapters of this entire book, and the reason why is not only the encouragement, the admonishment, but also the edification that comes from it. Paul here holds no punches back. He reminds us that since we were made new by Christ, we are set apart from the old lives, the wickedness that we used to walk in, and we are called to live by a higher standard. And that our standards, our gifts, our purposes under God's light all have a unique purpose that are meant to serve, edify, build up, and send out new Christians and develop the new body of Christ, the church. So I'm going to be honest with you. I want to do a full-length video on this, but today I'm working. I don't have the time. So we're going to cover quite a few verses here today. And let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We start all the way in verse 1. Therefore I, a prisoner for serving the Lord, beg you to lead a life worthy of your calling, for you have been called by God. Now let's go to verse 12. Their responsibility is to equip God's people to do his work and build up the church, the body of Christ. And he's specifically referring to the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors, the teachers, and of course the apostles. He's referring to the fact that if you have any semblance of responsibility within the church, your job is to build up the church, to edify, to strengthen, to care for the body of Christ. And now moving on to verse 20 through 24. But that isn't what you learned about Christ. Since you have heard about Jesus and have learned the truth that comes from him, throw off your old sinful nature and your former way of life, which is corrupted by lust and deception. Instead, let the Spirit renew your thoughts, attitudes, and put on your new nature, created to be like God, truly righteous and holy. Now, what is this saying? Is this saying that we need to be posers, that we need to pretend that we're holier than thou, as I've brought up in past videos? Not at all. It is saying that since God made us new, that we are no longer bound to the old life that we shackled ourselves to, that we are set free, and therefore we can honor God freely, that we would choose to seek after holiness, righteousness, godliness. And in doing so, we are going to shed our old wicked ways, whether that is cursing or speaking pervasively, whether that is bringing sorrow or shame in other people's lives, or if that is living your life the way that you were before you met and found Christ. It is an identifier of where your heart truly is. Once again, as Paul always does, he is pointing out not a physical problem, it is a heart issue. So take joy in the Lord that we are set free from our old lives. You no longer need to live under the sin and shame and guilt that the devil tries to hold you down with. And therefore, as he said to the prostitute, go and sin no more and bring great glory